online and on the go. This is Acadiana's Multimedia News.
Hello, Acadiana. I'm Chuck Huebner.
And I'm Darla Montgomery. Thanks for joining us tonight.
In the news tonight, it was on this day 1 year ago. It was the last time that anyone saw or heard from 16-year-old Keiosha Felix. Since then, there has been very little information and very few breaks as to why she disappeared and where she is.
But family and her safe return. News 10's Doug McDermott was at the candlelight vigil tonight. He joins us now live in the studio with more. Doug?
Good evening, guys. Tonight's show, there are still people who care about Keiosha and want her to return home safe. Friends, family, along with others showed up to pray and keep hope alive. However, it was the appearance of someone who knows Keiosha best that had folks believing it has to be a positive sign. Tuesday night, friends and family of missing 16-year-old Keiosha Felix gathered in Girard Park. There they held a candlelight vigil to keep her face visible out in the public and remind people she is still missing.
You tend to want to feel hopeless, but we have God, so we always have hope. Got to keep believing, we can't give up. If we give up now, then we give it up on her, and we're not going to do that.
Tammy Charles, a volunteer, has spearheaded the effort to find the teenager who disappeared April 30th of 2012. Along with Keiosha's aunt, Lena Lewis, the two have done everything in their power to get her back.
Not giving up, and we really appreciate all the support, that's been by our side through this whole year.
A couple of weeks ago, a press conference was held at the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office on Keiosha's 16th birthday. No new information or breaks in the case were announced, a common theme throughout the investigation.
We always hope that there's going to be information or leads coming in, but there hasn't been anything.
Lewis says she had a special feeling during the vigil, a feeling that something hopeful is on the horizon. That hope came in the form of Keiosha's grandmother who raised her. It was her first public appearance since Keiosha's disappearance.
Maybe she didn't know how to come forward and a lot going on, but something has brought her here tonight. I feel that we are about to get some good news, some answers.
Now, the only new information released at that press conference for Felix's birthday is a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to her return. Live in the studio for News 10, I'm Doug McDermott.
Thanks, Doug. On the crime beat tonight, a Lafayette mother has pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from the death of her 3-year-old son. 22-year-old Laura Smith waived formal arraignment and entered her plea last week at the Lafayette Parish Courthouse. Back in November, 3-year-old Julian Madera blunt force trauma to the head, face, and neck. The coroner ruled his death a homicide. Earlier this month, a grand jury indicted Smith on a charge of second-degree cruelty to a child. Landon Broussard, Smith's then-boyfriend, has been charged with first-degree murder in the child's death. Prosecutors have indicated they will seek the death penalty against Broussard.
Weather here in the Acadiana area, overcast and rainy for much of the day. The big question is, what happens tomorrow and what about the rest of the work week? The man with, you guessed it, Chief Meteorologist David Paul standing by in the Weather Center. David.
Well, some more rain is on the way to Acadiana, scattered tomorrow and again on Thursday before we dry out in time for the weekend. Speaking of rain, a little bit showing up now on live Doppler 10 storm tracker radar. Very scattered and very light, but we'll see a few isolated showers for the overnight period. The heaviest rainfall is done, but right along Highway 90, kind of neat there from Baldwin to Jeanerette, New Iberia, curving upward towards Broussard. Some showers pretty much within 3 or 4 miles of Highway 90. So watching that activity moving showers for the northwestern parishes around Oberlin and then down to the south. Place for hours and some cooler air, at least during the day. Temperatures now in the upper 60s, holding there overnight. Tomorrow highs in the upper 70s to about 80. Eventually, we get the rainfall out of here and we get some much cooler air to come in. Wait until you see the forecast. Details coming up in just a bit. Darla.